Welcome to another episode of Second Draft Cinema. I'm Matt, that's Rich.
Hello.
Hi.
Yay! We're back.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Just keep them above the table and everyone will be happy.
Yes. That's the safe place for my hands, so there's no confusion.
Now, for the next however long the movie is, you're just going to be sitting there like this.
I feel like I should be performing some unnecessary surgery.
Or you're a mime who's frozen.
It's true. Or maybe it's the guy kneeling behind me. It's his arms, and they're not really mine.
Ah, yes, the old.
I have my arms wrapped around behind the chair, and it's his arms going, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm gangly and long enough that I can actually make it look like it's someone else.
There we go. See, how come that's not your author name? Instead of Matt James, call yourself Gangly James.
Gangly James.
Mm.
No, that would be my West. That would be my name in the Wild West. Gangly James. Oh my God.
The wildest arms in the West.
The wildest arms in the West. The wildest arms in The Office. It's like,
and then we cut to another
arms in The Office.
That's why they're the wildest.
Yeah. They are the best, the strongest, the wildest, because they're the only ones. There's no competition. So, on today's episode, this is actually a cool one for us because the movie we're doing, you and I have only seen once.
Yes.
And we watched it together.
Yes.
And we both agreed that it's one of the better action adventure movies made in the last 2 decades.
Pretty sure it's the only one made in the last 2 decades.
Oh.
Actually, no. I actually found out about a Chinese Chinese treasure hunt movie directed by Simon West, who did Con Air. Right?
Oh, okay. I was like, I knew that. I know.
And it's a Chinese one. It's called The Legend Hunters. The basic premise is this: a group of treasure hunters have to break into a tomb designed by master tomb raiders.
Okay, so they're breaking into a tomb that was designed by people that were
professional tomb raiders.
Yeah, professional tomb raiders. So they would know the ins and outs between booby traps and everything else. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fine. You can have a cuddle.
Oh, hi, Freddie.
Yeah. Yes. So that came out in 2021.
Oh, okay. No, interesting.
I heard about it today. I'm like, oh, that could be fun.
And this, so full disclosure, this movie is near and dear to my heart already, and I've only seen it once. And
and that's only because of the opening.
Well, no, it's not that. It's the fact that for 6 years, I've been writing a character that is basically the character in this movie, which is an action adventure treasure hunter played by John Krasinski.
But I never pictured Jack Riley wearing a vest.
Jack is the master of disguise when he wants to be. And really, he's not. He's terrible at it, and that's kind of a running joke. Is he goes, I'm just not good at the undercover thing. It's like, no. But Jack Riley is heavily based on John Krasinski's acting career as a whole, between badass action hero in like 13 hours, down like more gritty, down to earth guy in A Quiet Place, and obviously Jim from The Office. Like John is in my head. If anybody reads my books, in my head, Jack Riley is John Krasinski from the look to the person, mostly the personality.
Even though you told me this, whenever I read Jack, I just see Tom Cruise playing the character.
Yeah, and you know what?
I mean, he did such a fantastic job at Jack Reacher.
Oh, Baby Jack.
Actually, that was my introduction
before he got the leg extensions.
But see, that was the thing. I'd never read a Jack Reacher book. I didn't know anything about Jack. So watching that Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, if you didn't know any better, it was fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a lot of movies, right? So it's like, remember the movie Sahara? Rich, your cat knocked you off a monitor.
Sorry, cat.
Well, it's like the movie Sahara, right, with Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, I've seen that once.
I've seen it once, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine, it's cool." And then I'm like, "Who the hell is Clive Cussler?" Like, I didn't know it was a novel when it came out. I just thought it was, a treasure hunt movie. I was like, "Okay."
So, Mr. Cussler, we meet again.
Mm.
I'm sorry to be stroking a. Oh, come on, it's a perfect setup. But yeah, no, I've seen Sahara once. I didn't know who Clive Cussler was. I looked up Cussler. I looked up the fact that that movie had a lot of problems.
Yeah, that was him. That was what's his name? Steve
Zahn.
Steve Zahn. Yeah, and the girl was
Was it a Penelope Cruz?
I think it was Penelope Cruz. Now that you mention it,
because the other one, the other treasure hunt one he did was that McConaughey did was Fool's Gold that had Kate Hudson in it.
Yeah. And the movies I also get kind of confused because I think they came out near one another.
Sorry, the cat just did a really bad part.
Oh, it was the remake of Flight of the Phoenix.
I haven't seen. It's on my watch list. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, the remake of that was a
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, yeah. So that was a oh my god, Jimmy Stewart movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it was almost like I've been watching a lot of Jimmy Carr.
Oh, and you're telling me to behave.
well, his shorts pop up. Like there'll be shorts on Facebook that pop up all the time. That's Jimmy Carr, and I'm just sitting here going, "Well, now I gotta watch it because it's Jimmy Carr." And I know
it's Jimmy Carr, yeah.
And this short isn't going to be on social media with this many views unless it's really good. So it's so of course So, but yeah, my brain just locked up for a second. But yeah, so it's like the desert thing. They're stuck in the middle of it. They're being attacked from all sides. It's like the movies aren't really like all that close, like story wise. But like in my head, I'm like, but but that was the same thing. So like Sahara and him, I'm like, I don't know who that is. And same thing with Jack Reacher. It's like I knew Jack Reacher was a novel, but I didn't know what Jack Reacher looked like.
Well, that's it. And for me, like I like that first Jack Reacher movie. You had Christopher McQuarrie writing, directing it. You got Tom Cruise doing a good Tom Cruise
and
role.
Christopher McQuarrie did a ton with Mission Impossible as well.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. That was the movie that was McQuarrie's first directing one, a second directing role. Tom Cruise wanted him for it, and then from that he goes to him, hey, you want to come on and just do Mission Impossible?
He wrote him, didn't he? Too.
Yeah, he wrote and directed from basically Rogue Nation on.
Yeah.
So Rogue Nation,
that's essentially when the Mission Impossible series took off. Like
it
really
took off. Well, it took off with Ghost Protocol, which is one where he did the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, the Burj Khalifa. Yeah.
And McQuarrie, he didn't write that one. He basically did he was a script doctor on it.
Yeah, true. He fixed it up and
and it was from that Tom Cruise goes, I'm doing this Jack Reacher movie. You want to come direct it?
Yeah.
See, and that's the dream to get the phone call one day from Tom Cruise. He said, "Hey, I'm doing this. You want to come and work on it?"
Well, that's what I said. I said I'm a guy that would be like, "Hey, John, I have a character that would be great, and you are more than welcome to write, direct, and star, have complete creative control over it. I just want to be a part of the process. Like I will do what DC should have done for Batfleck."
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. He's already done that, and he did it with Guy Ritchie.
No, I know. I mean, okay, fine. You know what? You can do it all, but Guy can come on and direct.
Well, that's the thing. Like this is so we're going to be watching Fountain of Youth. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Fountain of Youth came out this year. It's a Guy Ritchie treasure hunt movie. So I was instantly like awesome because I'm a Guy Ritchie fan.
Yeah. I was the other way. I saw it was John Krasinski in a treasure hunt movie. I'm like, holy crap. And then you're like, it's Guy Ritchie. I'm like, holy crap. It's
one of those things. It got better and better. And then the first time we watched the
brother
movie,
and sister family dynamic, which I love because there's just going to be bickering, and there is. Him and Natalie Portman are great together.
Yeah, it's
So,
actually one of the
Natalie
few
Portman plays
Natalie,
his
like,
sister,
it's
so.
one of the, I'm not a big Natalie Portman fan, but I'm watching that movie and I'm there going, you know what? She does okay.
Mhm.
It's got a hell of a cast.
The
And yeah,
cast
it's
is good.
just it's a dumb, fun, unassuming movie. Like it's the sort of thing. Go in with no expectations. Just enjoy a good fun romp with some good action, some good comedy.
But it's got
You
everything.
go,
It's got action. It's got comedy. It's got classic heists.
no, it doesn't
Um,
have it doesn't have everything. It doesn't have a musical number.
it's true. I have. So speaking of that, I have
You
been
you
listening
you
to the soundtrack.
oh for Abandon of Youth by Chris
Soundtrack is
Bengstead.
very good,
Yeah.
and that's your boy. Well, guy's boy, but your boy.
Yeah, Chris Bengstead.
Yeah,
Who's
he did a very good
he's
job.
done the soundtrack for every Guy Ritchie movie since I think The Gentleman,
Yeah, he's done quite a bit. But
which was
I was curious
2019.
because treasure hunt music is very like specific.
It's very specific. It's also very samey.
Yeah.
What really changes is location.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why I'm a big fan of, like, you know, what Jerry Goldsmith does. You listen to the soundtrack he did for, say, Deep Rising, and yeah, first mention of it on the show so far.
Yay!
And now there's an inside joke for anyone who watched Armchair Directors.
Yeah.
But you listen to what he did with that soundtrack. It's all propulsive drumming and horns. Then you listen to what he did with the Mummy soundtrack, and it's very horns and choir driven.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's the sort of thing you listen to other, like I've listened to the soundtrack to Sahara, I've listened to the soundtrack to Fool's Gold, and you sit there and listen to a lot of these sort of action adventure rompy fun movies, and the soundtracks are all very samey. And then what changes really is what location they're trying to get across in the soundtrack.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I always loved with the Uncharted soundtrack. So you have 5 games, 5 different locations, and each game has a banger of a soundtrack as in its like base form. But then because of the location shift, you also get the local flavor of
Yeah.
the location. And I like when, you know, like you said, I like when they do that. And they do that a lot in this movie, because this movie does bounce around from location to location pretty well.
Well, that's it. It's a globe-dropping adventure. And
yeah,
we haven't had a good, proper globe-trotting adventure movie since Last Crusade. Because I'm not getting National Treasure is not globe-trotting.
No. I mean, the second one does a little more, but even that isn't that's still all US based.
Okay, so it's still, they go to London and then they go back to the US. In the first movie,
I mean, we talk about it all the time. Uncharted was a great action adventure movie. It was just a bad Uncharted movie.
But even then,
the music wasn't all that great, which was shocking. But then when you
because it's Ramin Djawadi.
Yeah, what they didn't bring in the correct people, and it was, again, that's a whole nother.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother.
If they had called the main characters anything other than Nate and Sully, and they had called it any other movie, any other name, I would have come in going, that was fantastic.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a good movie. It was just a bad Uncharted movie.
I'd say it's an okay movie. I wouldn't say it was good. It's an okay movie.
I enjoy it. But
I have to admit, every time I have watched it a couple more times, and the one thing that I just sit there and enjoy is just Antonio Banderas. And then every time he gets, fragged, I'm going, right, movie's over. Who cares?
That's true.
Because he's literally the best thing in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, but he kind of steals the show in everything he's in. So
True. Even in Dial of Destiny, he steals the movie.
Yeah, for the 10 minutes that he's in it.
But that's the thing. That's the power of Antonio Banderas. And that's the power, like, he makes you want to know everything about that one character. Whereas I don't care about Helena Shaw. I don't care about Teddy, her little outsider. I really don't care about Indy at this point. I don't care about... I don't care about, what's his name? Voss. Is it Voss? No. Mads Mikkelsen's character. Don't care about him.
Voss is from the video game.
Yeah, I cared about that one.
Yeah.
But but that's the thing, like, the only character in Dial of Destiny I truly cared about was this not even a side character. He's a third character. He's a tertiary character.
I liked Mads Mikkelsen so much that I can't remember his character's name, but
he was good though. He was good. He was good. But I'm thinking, yeah, you're a Nazi scientist who wants to rewrite history so the Germans win.
Okay.
But then we get the Spanish Frogman, and I'm there going, okay, are you a pirate? Because I'm getting mad pirate vibe from you at the moment. It's like that.
Yeah. So, but
back to this movie.
So yes, this is Fountain of Youth. And if anybody's wondering, it is available on Amazon. It's also obviously available through Apple. And quick side note, I am going to be very interested to see what happens with Skydance acquiring Paramount CBS, because this is a Skydance movie, and Skydance has put out some quality work. And the fact that you are going to have a merger with Skydance, assuming
we should be getting
majority control.
a lot more. We should be getting a lot more good sequels and products.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, is that Skydance, as long as Skydance keeps the status quo and all they're going to do is use Paramount's marketing, like their reach and their bankroll. But obviously, if Skydance is merging with Paramount and assuming majority control, then finance isn't an issue. Because Skydance is Apple, correct?
I think it is.
It's not. It's what's his name? It's it's one of the former. It's one of like Bezos's. Not Bezos. That's Amazon. It's one of Jobs's former partners. Like he's a former. I don't know if it's Apple.
David Ellison.
Yeah, David Ellison. David Ellison is very wealthy. David Ellison is very money is not the issue with Skydance.
Yeah, he's the son of a multi-billionaire and Oracle Corporation co-founder Larry Ellison.
Oh, Oracle. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so it's Oracle.
Yeah, and he's gotten he won an Academy Award for Top Gun Maverick.
Yes. Yeah. So, like I said, because that was Skydance. That's right. Yeah. So what?
Skydance. Here's the other thing.
My hoping and understanding is that this potential franchise of John Krasinski and Natalie Portman's characters will get a second chance, but on a bigger screen.
Yeah. Well, that's
my hope. My hope is that you'll get another chance to
Skydance has put out nearly every Tom Cruise movie since Jack Reacher.
Yeah, so I mean, they know what they're doing. So that's
my
hope is that they'll get.
Oh, yeah,
because this is it's Purdue.
Well, they did the Jack Ryan series.
Yeah. Okay. So they're very familiar with John's work with Krasinski. Obviously.
Yeah. They've done.
Really, they did that, and that was an Amazon product. Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a co-production with them. So yeah, they've done a lot.
And there's a lot of quality work.
Yeah.
And this was quality. This was great. It's just,
I mean, they're working on a Rainbow Six movie.
Yeah, I've heard about that. So, but all right, Rich, if you don't mind, without further ado, we have Fountain of Youth.
All right. I have to admit, as far as studio logos go, the Apple original isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, Skydance.
Yep. Said I'm a fan.
So am I.
I'm a fan.
They put out good work.
You go into their filmography and you're like, why don't I ever think of them when I'm thinking of like bigger production companies? And I'm like,
yeah,
it's long overdue at this point.
Yeah.
Because like you said, look at the movies they've done with Cruise and look how well they've done.
Yeah.
Project X, is that Richie?
No.
Okay.
No, Richie's is Tough Guy Films, spelled Tuff.
Mm-hmm. And I have to say, when we watched it for the first time, we were both tickled with this opening.
And it's a good cover.
Yeah.
There it is. Tough Guy Films.
Tough Guy Films. Gotcha.
See, Guy Ritchie is one of those directors. I'll watch anything he does, really.
Yeah, and I understand. I totally understand.
And there's not many directors. Like it's him, it's Michael Bay, used to be Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
Used to be. But Guy Ritchie, I'll always go to bat for him.
Yeah. Nothing says action adventure quite like a Vespa chase.
Oh, don't ruin it for everyone.
Oh, stop.
But yeah, our reaction to this was John Krasinski on a Vespa. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact it's actually him riding it instead of doing, whenever you watch a movie that's on a smaller budget or the actor doesn't know how to ride something, they do those close-ups.
Yeah,
and then when it's the wide shot,
John's not doing that. John does everything himself. He's very hands-on. That's a great camera shot too, with it traveling on when it's obviously on a boom arm. This is so funny. His face.
I gotta admit, I think Krasinski looks better with a beard than without.
Yeah, 100%.
But he looks good without one too.
Yeah, like I said, Jack Riley is a bearded John Krasinski, like that, like a scruffy, not like
not the full beard he's got right now, but more like what you've got.
Yeah, because he had like the full beard in 13 Hours because that was all the soldiers because they didn't have time to shave.
That's a good Michael Bay movie.
Yeah,
and now we get a moped chase. And it's done well.
And the music.
With a what was it? This is in Thailand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Bangkok. So
Thailand.
It's a Thai cover of Bang Bang.
Yeah. He said that the camera angles, the shots.
It's Guy Ritchie. This guy knows how to do he can take a silly premise, like a moped chase is a silly premise.
Yeah.
But he makes it work.
A lot of that's done in one take too.
It's actually multiple takes stitched together.
Even like going through that house, that all looked like one take.
No, so it's the wide shot of him going up the ramp, and then it's a cut to him inside the house.
Well, yeah. No, but I'm saying once he's in the house, the bike goes by him, he goes through, then he goes down the stairs.
That's all. Once the cut happens is when it goes through the window. That's where you're getting two separate shots.
Gotcha.
So the wide shot of him going up the ramp, that's the stunt man, and then once you're inside the house, that's when it's John again.
Yeah.
And a little bit of parkour.
A little bit.
Not good parkour.
So first time we watched this is the one thing that I want people watching this to do is pick out the influences. Because right now it's partial National Treasure with the tube on the back. That's totally Benedict. This is so freaking awesome.
I know. It's it's Moped Chase Part 2, but with a flaming food thing.
Yeah, with a flaming food cart. It's so good.
It's
you can tell in this movie there are specific references that.
Oh yeah, but the other thing, the tube. How else are you going to be transporting artwork?
No, I know, but it's like it's the same color. It's the same. It's like,
yeah. See, I have to admit, after watching this, I go, ooh, to do a proper Uncharted movie, you could get Krasinski to do Nate.
If it's a one-off, yeah. Again, most
Yeah, I know.
Most people are more worried about the age of the actor, and unfortunately,
See, I could see him being Nate. And you know who? If it was about say about 10 years ago, you know who you get to be. So you get him 10 years ago to be Nate. You get a string of Uncharted movies. You know who you get to play Sully?
oh, in my head, it's J.K. Simmons.
Nah, John Goodman.
No,
Nah,
I would do.
John Goodman. Nah, John Goodman. That his voice and just everything. I could see him being. You know, like think Fred Flintstone. His version of Fred Flintstone as Sully.
Yeah, but J.K. Simmons is like the spitting image.
But that's the thing. I don't. If I want a spitting image, I'll play the game.
The comedic
Nah,
chops.
but John Goodman, same thing.
No, John Goodman's old and
But
flabby.
But J.K. Simmons is old and bald. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but he's jacked. He can at least play like the action role if you know what I mean. It's like
what you got against John Goodman?
I don't have much against him at all.
Now I have to admit I'm on that
you need
first
somebody
watch.
that can keep up with Nate because Sully keeps up with Nate in a lot of the games.
Yeah, true. All right, so this time around, there are certain things I didn't quite fully understand, and we did talk about it while we were watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to figure out better.
Yeah,
like all this stuff.
Yeah. She's good in this too.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her in general, but she is good in this. And she was good in Ministry of Ungentle Warfare, another Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
And this is why I think he'd be a great Nate.
Oh yeah. But that's John.
Yeah.
That's John. John is so good in roles like this.
Yeah.
And he's never gotten a lot of them.
No, he is a very charming man.
Yeah. He's hilarious. He fits the role. He can be tough as hell when he needs to be.
He does action well.
Does action very well.
And we're about to see that in action.
No, but what he's great in it is he's got the action like Indy had the action, which is the comedic timing of the action. So like you'll see stuff like this. He understands the assignment.
Yeah. Very much like Tom Cruise, understands what needs to be done.
Yeah. That was Harrison. That was
yeah.
You know.
But also Harrison got one note. He kind of started just playing Harrison.
Well, I'm talking about like the physical role.
Yeah.
Like he understood the assignment with it.
The power of a ladle.
Power of a ladle. I was about to say there's that beat of nothing. Again, that's your prologue. That's your opener.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's great.
Well, it's like two openers in one.
Yeah. Now this is the introduction to the
Come on.
the B
Remember,
hero.
come on. Remember, people haven't
What?
seen this. Let's not get spoilers.
No, I said this is the introduction to the B character, to the B hero, Natalie Portman.
You know, it would have been funny if they had cast Emily Blunt in this, doing her American accent.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see the two of them in more stuff together. John and
Well, imagine
Will.
them doing like you've got them in a proper action adventure movie, and they're playing opposite each other. It would be great.
Well, they should have been Reed Richards and Sue Storm.
Yeah, but that's not an action adventure movie. That's just Marvel.
Well, it could have been.
Nah.
If John was in it, it would have been an action adventure movie because he has standards, and that's why he's not in it. Is because he has standards.
Oh, my so my nephew, Sam's nephew, so my nephew, he saw Fantastic Four. Gave it a 10 out of 10.
Ew. No.
Yeah, kid doesn't get out much. Spends most of his time online Discord.
Yes, yeah, I like
I rec-
I like scruffy John like this with the
Yeah.
little bit of that 5 o'clock shadow, that travel beard.
Yeah, I recommended to him to watch Blazing Saddles instead.
Poor kid is gonna be out to lunch on that one.
Oh, he's 19. He'll be fine.
This generation watching that movie.
I know. It was either that or Human Centipede. So,
Oh God. Such a good. He's such a bastard. Great camera work.
yeah.
The fact that it's focused on him and not her, and now of course
Well,
flips
it goes back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, but he just lifts it and runs.
Yeah. Like the way he's studying, you expect it to be something cool.
Yeah. It's John driving. The sound engineering in this is really good too.
Oh, yeah.
That scream. Like that. They cut out all dialogue, all sound, and all you hear is the car.
As I said, this guy Richie, this guy knows. He knows what he's not.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
No, he does.
Again, no, you've had enough, Cuddles. You've had enough.
The fact he's doing that with a right-hand drive is impressive.
Oh yeah, because it's right-hand drive. It's England.
Yeah, but he's American, so he'd be used to driving
I,
left-hand drive.
I learned how to drive on the opposite side in Mexico. It's easy.
No, but the car itself, the mechanics, everything being flipped.
Yeah, in Mexico, the cars are how you
I know
drive
that.
too. So I
I'm just
had
saying,
to get
but
used
you're
to
not
it.
driving like this.
No, it's Mexico. I was driving worse.
That's true. This was a great bit.
I'm trying to watch a movie, Fredo. Oh, growing up, I wish I had a spray like that to use on my sister.
Drugs his sister.
Such a sibling move.
I know, right?
Dude, come on. I love how in every movie, Interpol's given way more power than it actually has.
Yes. 100%.
Dude, claws.
He's such a douche. The husband.
Yes.
Oh, sweepy kitty. Did a great job with the historical research in this too, to kind of piece it together.
Yeah. Well, the guy who wrote it, James Vanderbilt, did good.
Yeah.
I have to admit, this is why I've never really written a proper action adventure treasure hunt story, because it's just the research side of things. Seeing you do it, I'm like, oh.
That's the fun. The fun is the connections within the story. And what's his name? Gleason.
Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah, he was very good in this.
He's a good actor.
Mm-hmm. Especially when he's not a pissant wannabe villain in Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Star Wars. That's sequel trilogy.
He was good. It was just the movies weren't.
Everything else, yeah.
Yeah. That was a layup, and it was great. Such a great layup. Mm. I mean, it's a great line
Yeah.
because he's on, it's a deathbed situation. So
Yeah.
at least he's going out swinging. This is more great camera work. Simple, but great. You know what else I noticed too? The colors.
Mhm.
Very vibrant movie.
That's Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, very vibrant.
He
Even
just
in this,
pushes it. Yeah, he
look
just
at the
pushes it.
colors.
Just
The
he just pushes
saturation.
it.
It's
Yeah. He goes heightened.
There's no gray.
Yeah.
None. Look at the background, all that turquoise, green, teal, whatever that is. Her clothes, his clothes.
Your clothes, my clothes.
No, but the way they're dressed, it like
Yeah.
really enriches. It's very, very,
That's
very purposeful.
well, that's called production design.
Yeah. Like I said, his personality is it's so good. His delivery. It's also the
Yeah.
delivery.
It really comes down to the delivery. I can't think of anyone else who could do it without coming across as just being an a-hole.
Yeah. Because John Krasinski has the audience's trust because they know that he's funny.
Yeah.
Like they know not to take him ultra
And
seriously.
he's not trying to be funny. He naturally
No.
is. Because there are some guys you see and you go, oh, they're trying to be funny, and just draws you away.
Yeah.
A prime example for me is Kevin Hart.
Yes. And the other example, the good example is prime Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Prime Jim Carrey was just being Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He was just funny. Like I said, this is where I get a lot of the Jack is
Yeah.
this kind of humor in dangerous situations. You can see that he's processing how like in much trouble and how much danger he's in. Like when she's talking, you can see him studying in
Yeah.
his head, but then the words that come out are very jovial and like light because that's how he processes the situation.
I like that aspect because usually it's the hero who's on the quest already when we meet them.
Yeah.
So having
Or in this case, you could see somebody like Luke taking advantage of somebody with money that's dying.
Luke,
Luke Purdue.
Oh yeah,
John Krasinski.
yeah,
But you could see him because he's the criminal. You could see him taking advantage, and
yeah.
but he's not. He's just doing a job. Mm. That was a good cut. So they didn't have to do it all in one shot.
They probably did like multiple takes, and then they went, you know what?
Yeah.
Do the cut.
Yeah. Because you do
That's
have
been-
that one great hat throw that they did in one shot from Evolution. David Duchovny throws the army hat in the garbage can.
Yeah.
And you're watching it going, I mean, this is a 90s movie. They're not cutting CGI and doing this. It's like
Evolution's 2000.
close enough. It's considered the 90s. It's 2000. That's still the 90s, right?
That's like 2001. I think that movie came out.
I don't know. It's close enough. It had the feel of a 90s movie.
But yeah, it's just because of Ivan Reitman.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2001.
Okay. Close enough.
And I have to admit, this is probably my favorite sequence in the whole movie. Because normally you'd get
them underwater.
Huh?
The entire thing up until the finish of the entire
like
sequence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because normally they'd be going under and into it, underwater.
Yeah.
So it'd all be quiet. But doing it this way, which you think about, you go, actually, that makes way more sense.
It's very inventive to do, yeah.
Yeah. And that's what elevates this movie above other treasure hunt movies.
Mm-hmm.
It does have that spark of outside the box.
Yeah, ingenuity. Because they could have fallen into all of the typical cliches, which I mean, they do the proper cliches, but they do them for specific reasons, just because of like audience enjoyment stuff.
And they do them differently enough as well.
Yeah, like having the movie opening with a Vespa chase, like in your head, you're going, "Really, we're doing this?" But the execution of it makes it so special. Yeah, watching this, like when we first saw this, we're like, "Wait, what are they doing?"
Yeah.
And how they explain it. Like they actually explain it through dialogue.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And the music.
Yep. You know, they cut the ship.
Yeah. They cut the section they needed.
Instead of trying to go through the ship or bring the whole ship up.
And then they just let it sink back down when they're done. I love it.
Mm-hmm. But that is very so from a character development standpoint, that single line is all you need to know about him.
Yeah.
Because she's like, what? And his brain is going, how cool is this? This is the first time anybody, like, it's the historical significance of it. That's what he cares about. And like he said, it's the journey, it's the adventure. He goes, I don't know where it's going to end, but I know I have to go on this adventure.
Yeah, like, it's not the destination.
No, he doesn't care.
Like some of my favorite jokes are long, spiraling, windy jokes, and the punchline can suck. It's that journey. It's how long you can push it.
Yeah, it's the adventure. 100%. So, there is something significant that I love about a brother sister combination in like adventure stuff like this.
Well, look at Sam and Drake, Sam and Nate in Uncharted 4.
Yeah, having the brothers. I do the brother sister in my Relics of God books. It's fun because you get that back and forth banter that's deeper than just two buddies.
Yeah.
Clearly not it. He's like, oh, you might not be. So this is where they kept like valuables while they were sailing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
And
like
it was a
onboard.
Yep.
Safe.
And it's a waterproof safe in case anything happened.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably one on the Titanic.
Oh, I'm sure that was pillaged long ago.
Yeah,
James,
but
that's where James got all his money.
No, he got his money before he ever went down there.
No, I know. Oh my god, that's got to be jet fuel.
Yeah.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
If it's wine, it's disgusting. If it's booze, it's as long as it is properly sealed, it'll still be fine.
Yeah.
But if it's wine, it's just going to be vinegar.
No, that wasn't wine.
No. Well, think about it. So 100 years ago, it's either probably going to be a vodka or it's going to be maybe a schnapps or something. That was common back then. Was those like schnapps liqueurs? I learned that from Captain America: First Avenger. From Stanley
Unlike
Tucci.
you.
From Stanley
Unlike
Tucci,
you.
actually.
Unlike you, everything I learned from cartoons.
Yeah, it's true. Everything I learned was from early Family Guy.
Well, see, for me, it was Looney Tunes. I grew up watching Looney Tunes, Animaniacs.
Oh, so did I.
So my understanding of the world is, if you don't like someone, drop an anvil on their head.
Or safe.
And it's funny because I said that to Sam once, and she goes, "Yeah, that makes sense." Yeah, that's a spirit bottle. That looks like it's a scotch or something.
Yeah.
He's a magpie.
Yeah. He really is, isn't he?
He's a bird. He's attracted to shiny things.
So is Barracuda.
Yeah, but he's not mean like a barracuda.
No, she is the Barracuda.
Yeah, I can see Natalie Portman destroying Nemo's family.
Yep. Yep. Literally. Possibly short barrel HK.
I can tell you what it is.
Could be HK 416. Would that?
I can tell you exactly what they're using if you want.
Yeah, I'd be curious because that's my guess. Short barrel 416. Trying to get a look at the mag. Not sure if the magazine is 5.56. That's clearly a Glock. This slow-mo stuff is so unbecoming,
It's great.
but it's great.
Yeah. No, this movie is not on my firearm database movie.
It might be too new.
Yeah.
Like I said, my guess is
I'd say that there's a HK.
fast cyclic rate, meaning how many bullets the gun fires in a minute. In this case,
that's the thing. HKs are a go-to staple for movies.
well, yeah, but it's also that they are proven and incredibly reliable. That's why a lot of special forces use them.
Yeah.
But they are also very expensive to purchase and maintain. So that's also another reason why a lot of militaries don't use them.
Yeah.
This movie was really well edited too.
Oh yeah. Every Guy Ritchie movie is really well edited. He's got a really good sense of timing. How do you get rid of a dick?
There you go. They really are good together.
It also really helps that the script is well written.
Yes. but it's good because they didn't get two actors with the same specialty personality.
Yeah.
They got Natalie to play the uber serious,
The straight person. Yeah.
yeah, and they got John, who's John. You know, they could have made a mistake having two
Yeah.
of the same personality butting heads.
See, this is one of those movies that does modern tech in a treasure hunt really well.
Yeah. But they also present it to the audience very well.
Yeah.
You know, like we're watching all of this like live and understanding it too. It's not really super over our heads. Wicked.
I like how proud she is of that recognition. In the words of Rick Moranis, everybody get that?
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the fourth wall? We need the fourth wall.
I got to admit, the exposition, like as we said the first time we watched this, the exposition, it's really good.
Yeah. That's another reason why I like this movie so much is I use dialogue for exposition a lot. And
Well,
this is very
you have
dialogue.
to. You have to.
You don't have to. You should.
Yeah.
You should.
I mean,
you can't imply historical relevant movies like this. You can't just imply things. You have
no, even any story. Like you look at
but the historical stuff, there's so much information being thrown at the viewer.
Oh yeah.
That you have to use dialogue.
But you have to make it interesting as well.
That's what National Treasure does really well. Their exposition is all dialogue.
Except in the second movie. I do find the exposition in the second movie.
I'm always talking about the first movie usually when I.
Right. Good to know.
Like when they're planning the heist, you know, and they're in the Library of Congress going through all of the different things.
Yeah,
like,
but I still find the second one is just.
The second one is just an adventure romp. It's not as like
to me, the second one gets too bogged down in Americana more than the first one.
Well, yeah. See, as an American, I like that storyline.
Wait, you're American?
I mean, I tried to.
When did that happen?
When I crossed the border.
Oh, you're an illegal. Gotcha. I won't tell Donald.
No. That's why every time the people at McDonald's ask me if I want ice with my drink, I always say no. I get super nervous.
Like, so going back to exposition, was it the second book in my Roscoe Harper series? I purposely had a full chapter of nothing but exposition, and I set it in a strip club to make it more interesting.
It's funny.
Which I stole from Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
which was directed by Tony Scott. And Tony Scott hated that scene, and it was his idea to set it in a strip club to make it more interesting. And this shows that good exposition doesn't need boobs. But how did Kazim know to follow Interpol Man?
It's so awkward, but it's great.
Yeah.
You can tell that was ad-libbed.
His delivery was perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
I like how they link the prologue back to the main story too.
Yeah. In the music, the
Yeah.
symphony with the slow motion action.
Yes. Not the car.
No, not the Cobra. That was a Shelby, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, being England, it'd be a Shelby.
Yeah.
That's a nice cut.
Yep, with the door.
Yeah.
That was a very artistic way so they could cut that scene.
Well, it's more to make it look like one continuous shot.
Yeah, well, that's when so they could, it was a good cut.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
Nice dissolve.
Beautiful shot there, just on the river there
Yeah.
in the channel. So did any of the paintings take a bullet?
No.
Because that would have been...
No, they didn't take any bullets. You know why? Because as we all know, paintings of great significance have plot armor.
True. And these are his seemingly random
Yeah.
dreams / memories /
I
premonitions.
don't know. Part of me thinks you could take these out and the movie would still work. This gets confusing for me.
This is kind of like act breaks.
Yeah, it's also, I think it's to show just his desire. Like he's obsessed with it. It's very Nathan Drake-ish.
Yeah, it is. It's a obsession that he learns that
and we're slowly
he will need to learn to control.
Yeah, and we're slowly getting the hints of what the fountain can do.
Yes. Yeah, this is the premonition of what's to come.
Yeah. Oh, you remember that idea I told you about? the one where it's the British tough guys doing the treasure hunt.
Oh yeah.
I added so originally it was Statham, Gerard Butler, Ray Winston. Added an extra one to the crew, Vinnie Jones.
Oh, Vinnie Jones. Yeah.
Of course, that one gets made into a movie. It's got to be done by Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. Vinny, the Sphinx from Gone in 60 Seconds.
No, see, for me, Vinnie Jones will always be Bullet Tooth Tony.
Oh, Lockstock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Snatch.
No, Snatch. Yeah, Snatch. I get those two movies, like the lore of those two. I get them mixed up.
Oh, no. Always keep in mind, Snatch is the one that's got Brad Pitt's best performance. Yeah, Brad Pitt's best performance ever.
Yeah, he's the fighter, right?
Yeah, he's the gypsy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, he talks like this. You like Dax?
Yeah. I mean, I can't fault her. You've put me on the adventure. Let me enjoy the adventure.
Yeah. That's a good line.
Mm-hmm. I know her from something else too. I feel like I do. Either that or she just has kind of a generic look and she reminds me of other.
Her name is Ellie Condren, that actress.
She might just be, like I said, semi-generic.
She was in an episode of Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah, I haven't seen her anything else.
Yeah.
I love this sequence.
Mm-hmm. So pretentious. Now, culturally, I don't believe women like to be called Fräulein anymore over there.
No, in Austria, that's your
Austria,
standard
it's
term.
okay. Okay.
Austria and Germany, yeah.
They don't like it.
No, in Austria, it's still, yeah.
All right. I know in Germany, there's a lot of, depending on the part of Germany, it's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch the Ministry of Ungodly Warfare one day.
Oh, definitely.
I think you'd really enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Just
yeah,
awesome powers.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Between Dr. Evil and Frau Farbissina.
Have you ever seen Johnny Dangerously?
Oh yeah. My mother hung me on the door once.
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 That's one we'll have to do.
Yeah. Dangerously.
Oh, I always love the theme song done by Weird Al.
Oh yeah.
When I back in high school, we had a radio station. I got to interview him in his first Australian tour because he played Newcastle. I asked him about that movie, and he was shocked. He doesn't get asked about that theme song.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I got a DVD signed by him of it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love the leather jacket and the chewing gum. It's so
Yeah.
80s. It's so 80s badass.
Like I said, everything's purposeful.
Yeah.
Like,
I love the fact that in this movie, no one speaks a foreign language. It's all English.
well, it is the language of the world.
All those maths or love.
This is such bad timing. This is like the literally worst timing.
But
You could have.
it works. It works.
Oh yeah. No, it does.
I love his gasp.
I mean, technically, her team abandoned her.
Yeah.
Clearly, I was kidding. like I can hear them fighting through their
Yeah.
earpieces.
She just stabbed a priceless book.
Shh. I'm sorry. Great shot.
Yeah. And the choreography
Uh-huh.
is good.
Because it's also awkward, but it's the beats.
Yeah.
It's the timing and the beats.
And it's just the way he pieces it all together.
Mm-hmm. She's so annoyed. She's so
Yeah,
annoyed.
she is.
He's a mess.
Like how she just goes with it too.
Whistle.
Natalie Portman's character. What do you think it is? An aerosol chloroform?
Hmm?
You think they're spraying aerosol chloroform?
Something like that.
I love it. These sewers are under Austria for real, and they're used spectacularly in the Third Man movie. Old classic black and white one.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
I think you'd really enjoy it.
whoa. Hmm. First time we've seen a little viciousness out of him.
Yep.
That extra,
Yeah, the spice.
the spice going.
Venice. Well, actually, Vienna. It
Yeah, right.
doesn't work. Vienna doesn't work as well. Nice dissolve.
Interesting way to do it.
It was good though.
Yeah.
That's the kid. I think this kid could have been so annoying, but
Yeah, they did a good.
they
did a-
cast the right
No, but
kid.
it's also they
The
understood.
writing.
They understood the character. Yeah,
Yeah,
they set up the character well.
yeah.
But yeah, the casting was good.
That's the thing. Say what you will about Guy Ritchie, he always gets a banger cast.
Hmm. Have you washed your hands? I forgot about that.
It wasn't
Like I
as
said,
dramatic.
we've only seen this
Yeah.
movie once.
Well, it wasn't as dramatic as he said it, as he's making it out. No, it was,
Yeah.
and quite impressive.
Yeah, he's perverted it.
Yes, he has. But any Tomb Raider is a criminal, really.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Indy
Unless you know,
Indy was a big criminal.
no, he sold it to the museum. Remember, it always belonged to a museum for Indy. That's what made him better than the others.
Yeah.
And Lara Croft was doing it because she was a thrill seeker.
Yeah, that's because she was a bored rich girl.
Yeah, and then they had to give her a proper reason, and that was to find out the mysterious death of her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised he doesn't call her Chuck. If I had a sister called Charlotte, I'd call her Chuck just to annoy the crap out of her.
I thought that was a very endearing nickname for a girl named Charlotte.
Oh, it would be very endearing. It just depends if they liked it or not.
I use it. I have a girl character named Charlotte who's called Chuck. Also Charlie.
Yeah, you do too.
Yeah, her dad calls her Chuck because they
See,
thought they were having a boy named
Yeah.
Charles.
I'm surprised you haven't made a Charles in Charge joke in that series.
It's a great kind of culmination
Yeah.
with having the kid figure it out. And the hard cut.
Yeah, which is a very typical gag.
Oh yeah, especially in these stories, because that setup was so like dramatic and like final and cut.
Yeah.
That's clearly supposed to be his dad.
Yeah, that's his dad. And I think what it is supposed to be a representation that his obsession is going to eventually kill everything he loves.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing. He was a dick.
Mhm.
I know it's not a funny line, but just
No,
his
it's Tucci.
delivery.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Tucci.
Stanley Tucci. I remember watching the trailers for this movie, and they would show clips of this scene in the trailers. And they going, "Oh, Stanley Tucci's the baddie, yeah."
Like he kind of is, but
Well, he's a baddie only in regards to he's just opposing John Krasinski's character.
yeah, that's why they're the protectors.
Yeah,
They're opposing anybody.
yeah. I think this is one of the only movies to show how close the pyramids are to the city.
Yeah. And also reminiscences of an ancient battery.
Mm-hmm.
history is making me believe that the world civilization is much older than we think it is.
Oh yeah, well, what's that thing? They've been able to prove that the pyramids are older than even what we consider ancient Egypt. Like they've got proof that
The Sphinx is
yeah,
tens of thousands.
yeah,
Well,
that
like 10 to 20,000 years older than the pyramids is what
yeah,
they
that the that even when Cleopatra was alive, there were people studying how old all that was.
yeah. Well, that's what they said. They said the architecture style of the Sphinx does not match anything else
Yeah.
around it, which tells you that it was built long before the pyramids. So,
Yeah, so there's what we consider ancient Egypt, and then there's what they considered ancient Egypt.
essentially, yeah, they're like, "Oh, we don't know how they built them." Well, yeah, that's because the Egyptians don't know how they built them.
Yeah. Well, it's
Because
even like the
there's a good chance that the Egyptians did not build them.
well, it's even like the in Mexico, the Aztec temples and all that. You look at there's the theories and all that.
Even
There's
even Kukulkan's pyramid. I mean, the ancient Mayas building that is like ridiculous to even think of.
but see, you got the Olmec. There was the Olmecs, the Tolmecs. Then you had you got the Mayans, you got the Aztecs and all that. Before the Olmecs, there was another, and they theorized that this was the guys who built those pyramids, and they just abandoned everything and disappeared for some reason. And that's when you get your conspiracy theorists going aliens.
Well, that's always my favorite example of Atlantis. Is quickly you have Kukulkan, who is the creation god of, or the hero. Is he the creation god or just the hero god of? He's the creation god of the Maya.
Yeah,
Kukulkan. And then you have Thoth, who is the god of mathematics and astronomy, the OG god of ancient Egypt.
yeah. Well, isn't he like kind of representative of just knowledge in general?
Yeah, well, specifically, it's mathematics, astronomy, and something else. I can't remember. But Thoth was thought to have come from a island kingdom to the west of the Nile. So in
Okay.
ancient Egypt, all of civilization revolved around the Nile because of the fertility of the water and the soil. Well, an island nation to the west of the Nile, there is no island to the west of the
Yeah.
Nile. So that's why a lot of people believe that Atlantis was in the Sahara when the Sahara was water, when it was a part of the Mediterranean. But Thoth was described as tall, white, with flowing blonde hair.
Yeah. Also, the Aryans.
Well, this is where the Aryans come into play too. Kukulkan was described as tall, white, with blonde, flowing hair.
Yeah.
Those
So
are two civilizations that never met.
So you're Ubermensch, yeah.
And he came from the water. He came from a kingdom, Atzland.
Yeah.
I think it's Aztlan, Atzland. Az.
Yeah. So in Mexico, that TL is a tla sound.
Yeah. So
it's Tlaloc. So it's like Laloc, even though you pronounce the T sound. So
what's Az at Az?
So don't bother about the T. So it'd be
Aslan.
it's Aslan. Yeah. So it's like think like Aslan the lion.
Yeah.
Because they've got the Aztec rain god was Laloc, and that was TL.
Gotcha.
And I always pronounced it as Tlaloc, and they said no, don't bother with the T.
Yeah, and that's a part of the Aryan belief is the white, blonde.
Yeah.
The ancient civilizations, the ancient gods.
And so not what we got in Prometheus.
No, or what we got with Hitler himself, who was a quarter Jewish and had brown hair and brown eyes.
So really, the closest we have to a proper Ubermensch would be Dolph Lundgren in his heyday. Tall, blonde.
Yes, although he's Austrian, but still.
No,
I think he's Austrian.
Dolph wasn't Austrian.
No, Arnie's
Swedish.
Austrian. Yeah, he's Swedish. Yeah, he's Swedish. Oh yeah, Lundgren. Duh.
Yeah, neutral.
Yeah.
Oh, you watch him in the Masters of the Universe movie. You kind of have to go, yeah, that's what the Ubermensch would be.
Oh, 100%. No, that's He-Man.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I can't. I'm not looking forward to the new one that they're doing.
Jared Leto as Skeletor.
Oh yeah, that's
Is Dries Elba as the guy with the really weird like chest armor? What the hell was his name?
Isn't that Man at Arms?
Could be.
Yeah, it's Man. Yeah, he's Man at Arms. You've got who? Addison Brie as Evil Lynn.
Allison Brie.
Yeah. Camila
Oof.
Mendes is Tila.
Allison Brie is the villainess
Yeah,
because that's Skeletor's right hand woman, right?
yeah, yeah. Morena Baccarin is the sorceress. She'd be a better Evil Lynn.
Yeah.
And of course,
This movie did really well again with just general set design.
oh hell yeah! Like the Masters of the Universe movie that's coming out. It's called Masters of the Universe. It just I don't know. I'm just reading the premise right now. I'm just like, nope. It sounds
I
very
think
similar
it's
to
a
the
direct
original.
remake of the original because
Yes,
it's
yeah,
He-Man
but
on Earth.
it's a 10-year-old He-Man on Earth, and then he grows up on Earth. So they're doing He-Man plus Superman. Yeah, just give us a proper He-Man movie set on Eternia. I like that line. Pull out your biggest gun. We all need them.
Yep.
And then you get these great shots of the villains pulling out their biggest guns and mortars.
Why not?
That's the thing I like about Guy Ritchie. He does practical action and practical stunts.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what permissions they had to get from the Egyptian government to be able to do explosions near the pyramids.
And why is Interpol there?
Yeah, that's the thing. Interpol has in movies they give Interpol way more power.
Interpol has they're
They're
investigators.
bureaucrats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
bureaucrats.
bureaucrats.
Yeah.
When I looked up what Interpol actually does, I was so disappointed. Yeah, they've got no power to they've got no
You're not
power to
getting through.
arrest in any
You're not
country.
getting. You're not getting through that belt fed, guys.
No. I love how you got like the three factions coming together. The kid just happens to know how to play a 5,000-year-old instrument.
I've seen those played on the islands in the Caribbean. Just saying.
By 10-year-old kid.
Mhm. Steel drum. I didn't know they had steel drums in ancient Egypt. I
I
wouldn't be
suppose.
shocked if they did, but
But see, it makes sense that you share a bottle of champagne with Domhnall Gleeson. Sky's the limit.
it's true. I do like how everything just shuts up,
Yeah.
and they're all like, uh,
The idea of the resonance chamber is really good.
yeah. What else used a resonance chamber that we both know? What was it with the sound in the resonance chamber? Trying to
No
remember
idea.
what I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't know if it was a game or if it was a movie.
Oh, I think they talk about resonance chambers being very similar to what the Raptors had to be able to talk in JP3.
JP3, that's right. It was the resonance. I don't know if they called it a resonance chamber. They called it resonance something.
Yeah,
Maybe they called it a resonance chamber. I don't know. That's how they vocalized. It was their
yeah, exactly.
okay. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
and that's what Billy created with his primitive 3D printer.
Yeah, primitive 3D printer. Exactly.
Man, those Atlanteans had good tech.
They sure did. Or it's the Nephilim, one or the other.
No, I don't see Tony Todd anywhere.
Oh,
Oh, I miss Tony Todd. He was such a good actor. Great voice.
that could have been a great Spaceballs moment. Lands on one of the guy's foot.
Only works if it's John Candy as a Mog. I don't know how I feel about the
I
sequel
mean,
Spaceballs movie.
Delhome Gleason could have been a Mog.
No, he doesn't have the lovability.
See fouls, some old school fouls, which is common.
Yeah. What's wrong with fouls?
They kicked like a bitch, and they're
Yeah.
really old.
Yeah.
They're 40 and 50 years old.
What would you rather, a foul or a FN 90?
Oh, a P90.
Yeah.
For reliability, probably a foul.
Yeah.
And a foul is also a much harder hitting cartridge, but
But for looks, but to look cool.
P90 is going to take you a year and a half to load a mag.
Oh, come
And
on.
it's also the 5.7. The 5.7 round is
Come on.
spicy.
Jack O'Neill used one going through the Stargate multiple times. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
If it's good enough for MacGyver himself, it's good enough for me. Kind of, I'm a little disappointed they didn't go full tropes with, say, scarabs or creepy crawlies. There was no creepy crawly scene in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Or the Chintamani stone.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
All I know about the Chin Manning stone is that it can, it's blue and it can explode.
It's true. Well, it's amber. I don't.
And you don't let any crazed Russian soundy warlords get their hands on it.
Yes. Very true. Especially a guy named Lazarevich.
Voiced by Graham McTavish, who comes back in Uncharted 3 to voice Cutter.
Yeah, it's true.
Cutter's one of my favorite characters from that series of games.
Oh, yeah.
Although that game had issues, like with the mind control stuff that never goes anywhere.
Yeah, that was a confusing.
There's no payoff to it.
That was a story with too many plots.
Yeah.
And themes.
Good gameplay, though.
Oh, yeah. No. Fun as hell. Worst of the series, but fun as hell. Uncharted 3,
Yep.
definitely the worst of the series.
Yeah. But as far as graphics go, that's definitely number one with Gumby Nate.
Oh, Gumby Nate is Uncharted 1. It got better with the other two games. The first game is rough.
Yeah. And then they perfected him in number 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is pretty nasty in a good way. This is just so.
Oh, it's gnarly.
Yeah.
Like, just for
like the geometry behind it too doesn't feel. It doesn't. It's not Egyptian. It's more like Greek Roman. But
it's a mixture.
Well, considering where they are, you're also assuming that this is all we'll call it, I'm trying to like combined civilizations, right?
Yeah.
It's the ancients, like we were talking about. Sorry, dude, Interpol is not doing this. This is the worst part of the movie. This is the only part of the movie that I regret is the whole Interpol involvement.
Yeah, you don't need Interpol at all.
It's another faction that you don't need.
No.
And an Interpol agent isn't taking down these mercenaries. I'm sorry.
No. Not unless he's actually a protector. That, if you have her being, you could have her being Interpol, but then she turns out to be a badass because she's actually a protector. And she's after Luke to stop him from finding the fountain. But then again, you don't even need Interpol to begin with.
No. It makes sense because of the art theft.
Yeah. But the art theft isn't that big a thing in the movie, though.
So what they should have done is you should have had a character or an actor like Stanley Tucci as the Interpol investigator. Because then when things get serious, he can be like, oh,
I'm out.
Like, exactly. He would be the one hiding, going, "What have I gotten myself in?" Like, he would,
and then
play it off comedically.
Yeah, and then he sees her, and he's like, she's like, "I'm going in. You coming?" And he goes, "No."
He would, but at the same time, he would be the backseat.
Yeah,
Right
but
now,
then
you have too many.
You have too many action stars.
Yeah, exactly.
See, and then what you do, if you got Stanley Tucci playing that character, you then give him a hero moment where Isaac Gonzalez, she's about to get killed, and you hear the gunshot, and it's him holding the gun. That's your hero moment for that character.
Yeah.
I think they missed a perfect opportunity to do a homage to The Abyss.
Yeah.
There's that great part where Mary Elizabeth Mostriano, she's talking like crazy at Michael Bean's crazy Navy SEAL. He goes up to her, he's got her captive, and he goes, "I've been waiting to do this all since I met you." And next thing you know, he pulls out a bit of duct tape and covers her mouth.
That's a movie we need to watch again. I haven't seen The Abyss in probably 20 years.
Special edition or theatrical?
It should be theatrical, just because
Okay.
the theme of the show. So there was a line there that was great where she goes, "So you're not really dying," and he goes, "We're all dying."
Yeah, which is true. We all are.
Well, so this is where, like, man's morality, and if you want to bring it into a lack of spirituality, is I have a conversation like this with my father. My father is a devout Christian, believes everything you're supposed to believe.
Yeah.
My brain is more analytical with things because of my love of history. So accepting the biblical truth as far as man's timeline is difficult for my brain to comprehend, because it also kind of throws what I believe with history kind of in my face.
Yeah.
So there is that struggle.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting older, I'm 41, I'm theoretically past my half-life, and there are real fears about how much time I have left on this earth.
Yeah.
And seeing this guy's obvious fear of death, regardless of when it happens, puts his decision making into perspective.
Yeah.
With me going, what would I do in his shoes? Like, it's like you see the wickedness in him, but you're like, oh my God, I understand it so much. Like, it's so relatable.
Because he's a human.
Exactly. There's nothing in him except a scared human.
Yeah. Well, it goes to that great line from The Princess Bride, which is,
this was a really cool rendition of what the Fountain of Youth could be.
But to what you were saying, it goes back to it's that great line from Princess Bride. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is trying to sell you something.
Yep.
Because it doesn't matter how good you think you are. There's a difference between being nice and being good. And most people are nice and not good.
Yeah. So the whole reason I said that is because, like, my father doesn't prefer death, but he doesn't fear it.
Yeah.
I kind of fear it.
Well, but you've got a legacy. That's the thing. You do have a legacy. It's behind you.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that his belief system is so concrete that he doesn't fear death, because he 100% believes
that
the
in
afterlife.
in that there is eternal life in the gut in
Yeah. So that is the quandary of the human mind.
Yeah.
And all I was saying is that his fear is a realistic fear for most of us,
Yeah.
where some of us, we don't fear it because of,
Should we be talking about what's
well, we're seeing his dreams come to fruition.
yeah, this is what they were talking about with the blessing and the curse. The blessing is
No, but this was the premonitions that he was having in his
yeah.
dreams.
Yeah, I know that, but it's still it's also showing what they were talking about with it being a blessing and a curse.
Yes. No, but remember, we saw some of this in his dreams too.
Yeah. But still doesn't explain the thing at the start though with the gold mask. I know that's the gold mask that his dad was searching for.
And she said something about that it's not, it's the, that's part of the journey. He didn't take it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he didn't take it because some things are unexplainable.
Yeah. Could have just been the way that his mind was processing.
Well, I think it's probably in for him, he would have taken the mask.
Yes. It's a great shot with the light, with the through and throughs.
Yeah.
And then they slowly close up. That's so because he didn't choose to drink, he was healed.
Yeah.
If he chose to drink, he would have also been healed. But
And he's and sister and nephew would have been killed.
Yes. Exactly. And because he loves them, it was sucking the life from them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because remember, they said something about, I can't remember the line, but they talked about it earlier when they were doing like some translations. They were saying that like the thing you love will be the sacrifice or
well, yeah, it's the price to pay.
Yeah, the price to pay.
And this is what's about to happen to him is totally from Last Crusade.
Yeah. I like the callback with the explanation.
Hmm.
Another resonance chamber. Or this entire cave is a resonance chamber, I should say.
The whole thing is. The whole thing is.
I kind of like the way that they did it, where the protectors are actually like the Magi.
Yeah.
They are actually the good guys.
Yeah.
The difference is they'll do everything and anything.
They've got no compunction to the bam.
There's no boundaries.
Yeah.
There's no morality. There's no. Oops. Great digital effect on his voice right there.
Time to go.
Time to go.
I just said that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went, time to go.
Oh, I
The,
was too
the
lost.
moment
I
he
was too
started to
lost.
get, you were too focused on the awesomeness on screen.
Yeah. And the over the top, so the over the top death of him, of Carver, when you think about it and you think about human history, over the top death is very poetic.
Yeah.
Because even if you go back to like the Dark Ages, you go back to the medieval times, over the top death was like a specialty of mankind.
Yeah.
When it came to torture, when it came to execution, like you proved a point by killing people certain ways.
Oh yeah.
So like in this case, an over the top
It's to
death.
send a message.
Well, yeah, but in this case, well, yeah, it sends a message, right? So in this case, watching him die horribly like that for an extended period of time, that is the creators of this fountain's message to humanity going, think twice.
Yeah.
Like that is like, we had all of these warnings posted and you still drank. So guess what's going to happen? You are going to die
Yeah.
horribly. And here we are. So like, it doesn't, it's like, oh, or is it a little over the top? Is it a little edgy? It's a little too much. And you're like, based on human history, it's actually very apt.
It's on point.
It's on point.
Like really, the thesis of this movie is definitely it's the journey, not the destination.
Mm-hmm. He's born for these roles.
It really is.
He's born for these roles. He's so good in this like action hero role.
Imagine if,
but it has to be the adventure hero. It can't just be like he's good in like the strict action hero, but
like Jack, he's good as Jack Ryan, but he's better at this.
Yeah, he's so good at this because you got to use his personality.
Yeah, it's almost like this was written for him.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
I reckon it was written to be.
I wrote Jack Riley for him.
I mean, like I reckon the script was written in such a way that
he was the only actor. He was the only actor cast for this.
But I also reckon it was written in such a way that once he came on board, they were able to then tailor it to him even more, and then they gave him permission.
I guarantee you, it was Guy going, "I got an idea for a movie. We're putting it together, and it's either you or it doesn't get made." Like this role was his. I guarantee you, he was the only actor.
You think?
Only actor that was considered for it. Has to be.
You think?
The way that he pulls it off, it's. This is a role that if it said it was written and directed by John Krasinski, starring John Krasinski, I would believe it. But it's not. He didn't write it or direct it, and it still feels like a movie that he wrote and directed, just based on the way that he played the character. Now I really want to know, since it's the kid. Do you think it's going to be the Stradivarius?
Maybe.
He's a musician. Why would so think about it? He's a musician. There's nothing that he would want to find as a quote treasure that isn't music related, right? Because he's not a history buff. He's not a history buff. So it has to be something that is musical when it comes to history.
Yeah.
What else could it be that's music that is like big?
Well,
it
could also be the fabled Beethoven's final symphony that he, there is this idea that he had started to write a final symphony, but he gave up on it.
Yeah, but for me, it would need to be like a physical artifact. So like the Stradivarius would work. I'm trying to think what else is out there. The only other thing it could be is I don't know if it's a physical artifact, but isn't there something in Greek or Roman history with like the harps?
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
No idea.
I know that they revered the lyre, like the little handheld,
the lyre,
whatever. But yeah, like stuff like that. So I mean, it's like the one thing that I know is like priceless that is sought after is the Stradivarius. So and like in my head, I'm like, it's got to be.
Well, it could be related to Paganini. I think that was him.
Sure.
Yeah. Niccolo Paganini. He was a violinist, and he was considered like one of the greatest ever. And there's always the thing that the idea that he sold his soul to the devil to become such good.
Devil went down to Georgia.
Yeah, basically. Check this out though. Guy Ritchie's got another movie coming out this year. It's called In the Grey. Okay.
I think I've looked into it, but go ahead.
Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal, Isaac Gonzalez. Yep. It's about two extractions.
He uses Isaac Gonzalez in everything, doesn't he?
Just recently. But it's also got this movie's got Rosamund Pike. It's got a good cast, but it's about two extraction specialists who must plan a route of escape for a female negotiator. It's an action thriller film. That's going to be good. It's Guy Ritchie, so I'm going to give it a go. It's Guy Ritchie working with Henry Cavill again and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Wow. So I'm on ChatGPT looking up Fountain of Youth budget versus success.
Oh, yeah.
So it had a very large budget considering.
Yes.
It's 180 to 200 million, reportedly.
Yes.
The critical and viewer reception is absolute like horse shit.
Yes. It was not well received.
No, but the reviewers are, and I will say this as publicly as possible, the people that reviewed this are morons.
Yeah.
They are stupid.
Yeah.
They said reviewers lambasted the film for its derivative plot, lack of emotional depth, and weak dialogue.
Yeah.
Soulless, uninspired, clunky mashup of cliches.
Yep.
Well, like, it was very inspiring. It had a lot of soul. The dialogue was incredible.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a mashup of cliches, which guess what? Is what a successful movie is.
Well, and also every adventure movie you're doing
is a of cliches.
Yeah.
But successful movies always pay homage to what came before because that is the nostalgia and the respect that they pay. It's paying homage to what came before you.
Yep.
And doing it in a very like selfless way. Because in this movie, there was nothing that was like, oh, we are going to use this and steal it for success. No, it was literally like, oh, that's cool. Let's do it.
It's a love letter. It's a love letter to those movies.
Like when I see the painting tube at the beginning of the movie, my brain immediately goes to National Treasure, and I'm sitting here grinning like a moron, going, "That's so cool!" Like I never went like, "Oh, that's unoriginal."
So you keep going joyously about that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, you keep being enthusiastic about the references, the tropes, the cliches. I'll be right back, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Don't forget we still are recording.
Yes, we are.
So head up, focus on the camera, talk to the audience.
I am. I'm looking at my phone because there's more I want to say.
Then say it.
I will. Yeah. So like I said, this is where I hate professional reviewers. Is, well, number one, most of the professional reviewers are paid. So they're paid to give a review, and they're usually paid by a-holes. Let's put it that way. But the whole idea is you also have professional reviewers who don't enjoy their job. They don't enjoy movies. What is it? It's from The Greatest Showman. I know it's kind of off genre, but The Greatest Showman, when Phineas Barnum, P.T. Barnum, Hugh Jackman, is sitting on the steps, and he is sitting with the critic, and he says, what does he say? A critic of the theater that doesn't enjoy, like that doesn't find joy in the theater, or whatever he says. He's basically telling him that he's full of crap, because his job is to review the theater, and it's something that he actually doesn't enjoy. He can't find joy in the thing that he loves. So you have a lot of movie reviewers who just don't like movies. It's really strange. They get paid to write reviews on movies, and they don't like movies. It's just a job. Like, they don't find joy in the theater. Sorry, I just blasted paid professional movie reviewers.
Good.
And the whole idea is, and it's a perfect line. It's not your favorite movie, but you'll respect the line. In The Greatest Showman, you have P.T. Barnum, you have Hugh Jackman sitting on the steps of his circus,
yep,
and you have the critic.
Yep.
And he talks about how, a theater critic that can't find joy in the theater. Who's the crook now, or whatever he says. Who's the blah 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 now? It's like, movie reviewers, like paid movie reviewers, don't actually like movies.
No, they do.
They don't
they
actually. Like, they don't find joy.
No. They do. If it's Kubrick, if it's Lynch, if it's highfalutin, arty-farty bullcrap that the regular people don't care about, and only film students and film critics do, and wankers.
So essentially every movie in the last 15 years that's been up for best movie at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Movies that
exactly.
The average person, and you and I are plugged in when it comes to like pop culture and media, and we still have never heard of 90% of the movies that are up for those awards.
And do we care? No, because
not at all. Because they are pretentious wankers.
Yeah, and like when we write, what are we doing? We're writing to be entertaining.
Yeah, we are writing to entertain ourselves.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I said. You and I could be very successful writers if we wrote specific things that we knew that would sell.
I'm not. Well, see,
i.e., like hard romance, like
erotica.
Erotica stuff like that. And we're sitting here going, but that's not fun. It's like,
but the other thing, breaking into that market, you got to be publishing a book every month.
No, but the point is that you could write anything. Like, you could write something with an almost guarantee to sell, but are you enjoying it? Is it worth your time?
It's soulless.
It's soulless. It's soulless, just like what ChatGPT said.
Like, it's that thing. It's part of the reason. Like, I really respect Tom Cruise, because he is always, well, not only that, but he's always thinking about the audience. He's always thinking about entertainment, the value, and basically saying, okay, if ticket prices
he's not going to make these movies unless he enjoys them too.
Well, yeah, true, but
that's the point.
But the other thing is, he looks at it and goes, okay, if ticket prices are this much,
Yeah.
Because it costs a lot to go to the movies nowadays.
Mhm.
He is going to make sure you get bang for your buck. That's his whole thing. You give the audience as much entertainment and as much value for that price as you can, and you don't do any messaging. You just give them a good time, and they're going to keep coming back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
you
love
know what?
I love the story that when at one of the premieres of Top Gun Maverick, it was a big premiere. I think it was in LA, and Steven Spielberg was there, and Spielberg came up to him and said to him, "You just saved cinema."
Oh yeah, that I don't doubt.
Because that movie, no messaging. It is literally come in, sit down, switch your brain off, enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's what this movie is, and this is the okay. So this honestly, this movie perfectly explains the downfall of Hollywood
Yep.
because $180 million on the low end for the budget, and it didn't even warrant a cinematic release,
A theatrical release, yeah.
a theatrical release. Now, is that Apple going, well, we want exclusive rights over yada, just like Netflix and Disney Plus
No,
and all that stuff?
that's purely Apple going. We want a exclusive.
I totally understand that, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But it's also Guy Ritchie and everybody involved, and Apple and Skydance going.
Well, it's the same.
We also have zero confidence in Hollywood, in the market as a whole.
It's the exact same thing as with Ministry of Ungermany Warfare.
Yeah.
That got advertised out here in Australia for theatrical release. And my dad and I were like, hell yeah, we're seeing it. When is it opening? And then it got pulled and went straight to streaming. And we were both like, son of a. And that movie is considered to be a financial failure because it was a direct to streaming one. And then I saw the trailer for Fountain of Youth and I went, oh yeah, that's a big screen movie.
Yeah.
And once again,
considering who's involved specifically,
once again, straight to streaming. And all I'm thinking is this, as you said, this is what's wrong with Hollywood. If that movie goes to the cinema, I'll pay. Like I went and saw Jurassic Park Rebirth in gold class. So nice recliners. They bring food to you. I paid $60 for the entire experience.
Yeah.
That Fountain of Youth comes out at the movies. I'm doing I'm going to spend $60 on a good seat, a good time, good food.
No, but that tells you that the people that aren't a part of the, thank God, dying woke mob when it comes to stuff is the people that are outside of that bubble.
Yep.
Have no confidence in the bubble.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Guy's making this movie, and I don't know as far as timelines are concerned. We're making the movie. Apple approaches us and basically purchases the rights. Are we making the movie knowing that it is only going to be released on Apple? Like the timing of those negotiations, meaning like we're getting John, we're getting Natalie, we're getting Tucci, we're getting everybody. We're writing this movie. We're spending this kind of money, 100% knowing that it's going straight to Apple, or
no,
we've gotten everybody together and then Apple approaches us and goes, "We want it."
No, what happens is Apple's financing it. Apple and Skydance, they're financing it, and the plan will be, yes, we will give you a theatrical release. That's always the plan.
If Apple's financing it, they would have been listed. Their name would have been listed as a producer, like the companies at the beginning we saw with Skydance and everybody.
Apple's at this very start, though.
Well, yeah, but that's because it's exclusive. That doesn't necessarily.
No, but what happens is Apple is still like. So what happens is you get Skydance, you got all the companies making the movie, and they still need money. And what happens is you go to a studio for what's called distribution rights. So now Paramount Studios, Fox, they're the guys who you go to for extra money to do your distribution. Nowadays, if you need that little bit extra money, you go to a streamer. And 9 times out of 10, most streamers will say, yes, we'll give you a 2-week theatrical run in about 100 screens in the USA, and that guarantees you can go up for Oscars.
Yeah.
It happened with Argyle. It happens a lot of the times. Now, sometimes they will go, you know what? The movie's made, and you're needing the extra money for post-production. So
Yeah. Marketing,
reshoots,
anything that's
marketing,
Yeah.
effects, things like that. So what will happen then is they'll go, you know what? Especially a streamer like Apple, they'll go, you know what? We'll give you all the money. We'll give you as much money as you want to finish the movie. We're going to just keep it exclusively for us. We'll still give you that 2 weeks. We'll still give you the 2 weeks theatrical release, whereas usually it's a 4-week theatrical release for a non-streaming movie.
Yeah.
And by that point, the director, the producers, they have to go, we need the money more than we need theatrical. Because nowadays,
at the end of the day,
you want eyes on the movie, and more and more people will stay home.
100%.
See, you could look at it that COVID was actually created not to destroy, not for the New World Order, but to destroy Hollywood.
Essentially.
Because with COVID, everyone got afraid to go to the movies.
No, but that's part of it. And like I said, that was it just bothers me. And that is the lack of a want for actual genuine entertainment.
Yeah.
Because,
well, I mean,
like I said, thank God, that dying mob, they don't want entertainment. They want their voice to be heard.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't want entertainment.
No. And you and I, we're the complete opposite. Give me entertainment.
Yeah. I can tell you that 30 to 40, maybe even half of Mummy Returns is kind of shite. And I'll watch it every day for a month, just because it's still fun and entertaining.
Well, it's the same with JP3.
Like, you're not a huge fan of Temple of Doom.
No,
you'll watch it anytime you get, because it still entertains you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The stuff I love about that movie, I really love.
We talk about it all the time with The Lost World. The Lost World is so mind-blowingly not good. And I'll still, like, if Rich messages me and say, hey, I want to drink and watch The Lost World, are you down? I'll say, hell yeah. Like I'll never say, how about we watch this instead? I'll be like, yeah, sure. Because I'm like, it's still dinosaurs. It's still Jeff Goldblum. It's still, Eddie. It's still
and you do that with me with Temple of Doom. Hey, I want to drink and watch Temple of Doom. Okay.
Well, yeah, but that's my point.
Wait. Are we alcoholics?
I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, we're riders.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
Between alcohol and depression, we're clearly fiction authors. I mean, I'm just saying. It's like, it's like, hey, Matt, you've been happily married for 15 plus years. You have 3 children. You have a house. You work from home. Why are you still depressed? I'm an author. Oh.
No. I'm a male author.
Yeah. No, but that's where it's like, oh.
Yeah. Well, it could be worse, though. It could be worse. You could be a non-fiction author.
Dang, maybe Fountain of Youth is not available to buy on Prime. It sends you straight to Apple.
No, being an Apple exclusive movie, you can only get it from Apple.
Well, the streaming, I thought the purchase rights were still open.
No, it's 100% Apple.
Dang.
Oh yeah, the streaming, they're pretty good with getting you to keep, like, get you to sign up to get what you want to watch.
Oh, that stinks.
I know.
That stinks.
I know.
But, well, I think that's a good place to end.
Oh, come on. You don't want to end on a high note?
No, well, chances are nobody's watching this right now. So
Nah.
at this range of the episode, I seriously doubt there's anyone watching.
Oh, it's not the longest we'll do.
It is the longest we've done. So,
Oh, okay.
but anywho.
Yes, but
so
that was Guy
anybody
Ritchie's.
that is still watching. So number one, like and subscribe to the channel, which is something I probably should have done before we started. I always do that way too late in the episodes.
Better late than never. If they're watching this episode, it's because they like us and they want to hear us talk and ramble and carry on.
It's true. But yes, like and subscribe. My final
Join our Facebook.
Final thoughts on the movie is.
Come on. Okay. Well, before you get to the final thoughts, don't forget, join the Facebook group.
Yes, we have a Facebook group. Search Second Draft Cinema on Facebook. You'll find us.
We're kind of there.
Yeah. Like the videos. Tell your friends.
Inflict us upon those you love. Inflict us upon those you hate.
Yeah, you can find this on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@MattJamesAuthor. The @ symbol Matt James Author, and that's where the podcast will pop up, but is Second Draft Cinema on YouTube. But like I said, final thoughts on the movie is it's a fun time.
No redeeming features.
It's a fun
time. It does what it sets out to do.
The replay value of this movie is as top notch as I can profess. Like, I can see myself watching this movie over and over again and just going like we did while we were watching this movie. We were literally just going like we would
we were laughing. We were laughing. We get caught up in the story.
Well, yeah, but like we said, it's also the performance.
Oh yeah.
It's the humor when it doesn't need to be funny, but it still lightens up the scene. It still works. It's not inappropriate where, oh, that's really, really dark, but not in a funny way. It
toes the line.
It toes the line, but it never feels inappropriate.
No.
It just fits. And that is the genius behind, both Guy Ritchie and John Krasinski. They understand the assignment.
Yes, they do.
So that is the final critique. This movie understood the assignment.
Yep,
it did. It gave you everything a classic action adventure movie was supposed to give you. Yep. And it came from Guy Ritchie, which was cool because it wasn't as over the top flamboyant to where it was like unbelievable. But it also wasn't like like it wasn't so heady that you had to think 3 or 4 times about what you just witnessed to understand it.
Yep. No, totally agree. Totally agree. I mean, you said it perfectly. I can't really add anything to it.
It wasn't as psychological as it could be.
No. And as I said, I can't add anything else.
Then don't.
I won't. So that was Fan of You, Guy Ritchie. Great movie. I'm Richard. I'm me, you're you.
I'm me, you're you. Have a good one, everybody. We appreciate
the
support.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.